By my estimation, I've been president for about 35 seconds. I have now sent out 700 tweets. I would like to read some of them. John's reign of terror must end. John's reign of terror has ended. I'm a very, very, very great person. You know, I think, when I think of CTLA, I think of an organization that's dedicated to strengthening the ties of friendship one with another. We are dedicated to educating ourselves so that we may have a more active part and a greater influence in the community which we reside. And above all, it's necessary for us to stand as sentries to those people who do not have a voice, and we must give hope and we must give light to those who need it most. I love this organization. I love all of you. I'm very appreciative of everything you do. We have a membership that is full of gutsy, courageous intellectuals, and I'm proud to be part of you. Those people that suffer injustice are always caught off guard. They never know it's coming. And when they're knocked down, or when they've had a loved one killed, or they have been injured, or they have lost their entire life savings, it is up to us to pick them up, to dust them off, and help them. And for that, I honor every one of you. This organization, it's an organization of advocates. And being an advocate, it's hard work. It's a challenge. But it's also a calling, a passion, and a damn fun way to make a living. And I can tell you that if you have not read it, if you have not heard it, you should all go out and read Saul Sarney's speech on being a trial lawyer. It should be required reading. And it's with great appreciation that I become your president. When I started this process 5 years ago, I think I was a little bit deluded that John would not leave. And in my life, in my personal life, and in my professional life, he is as constant as the sun rising. And it was a unique honor to be in this position to help find his replacement. And it's because of his stewardship over the last 32 years that we have a robust organization staffed with very, very dedicated and competent employees. And it's now time to chart a future. For those members that have helped John over the last 32 years, those past presidents, I thank you all. It's because of you, it's because of John, it's because of Holly that we are where we are today. But as an organization, as officers, as your president, it's necessary to step out of the comfort zone and welcome Julie as our new executive director. The path, there's only one path, and that path is forward. And the only way to have brighter days is to work together. There are times when we all have different views, we have different opinions, but without a doubt, we are stronger together. Our voices are stronger together than they are apart. I want to tell you a little bit about some of the plans for this year. This term, there will be a strategic planning conference which will lay out those ideas and thoughts for this organization for the next 5 years. It will involve political decisions, legislative decisions, membership decisions, political giving decisions, and as an organization I would invite every one of you to volunteer your time and reach out to us if you want to participate in that and forward any ideas you have. As an organization, we face a barrage of existential threats all the time. We have nightmares we face all the time. But I would also say that we have dreams. And as we go into this long-term strategic planning conference, please share those dreams with us so we may implement them. For many of you, the last strategic meeting we had was in 2011. And it was in large part because of that meeting that we are able to see such young faces, diverse faces, and implement great change over the last couple of years. I want to take a moment, I know the day is long, but I'd like to take a moment to thank those people that are dear to me. Where are the children? So, my little leprechauns aren't here. They're somewhere running around. So if you see Seamus, he's the little blonde-headed kid, and then Ainsley, she's the redhead. I want to thank my wife, Sarah Beth. Her patience is saintly. She tolerates me every day, and for that I'm very appreciative. I would also like to say thanks to my law partners. I have law partners there, and I have law partners there. I consider it a great honor to practice with you guys every day. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for your support. Oh yeah, there's Russ now. As I kind of round third base, I want to echo some comments that we heard today about this last legislative session. The most existential threat to our victims, to our clients who are victims, is legislation. That is where the fights have moved. And this year we faced 3 particularly nasty bills, and we were able to defeat those. But I also want to talk about the wrongful death bill. We attempted to pass proactive legislation in order to roll back caps on the most vulnerable individuals in our communities, and those are children. And those caps were met with stiff resistance. There were opposition that we expected, and there's an opposition which I did not expect. And I'm going to tell you about that. And that's the Girl Scouts of Colorado. When we went to pass the legislation, the Girl Scouts of Colorado pushed back. This is an organization that's dedicated to making free-thinking, industrious women who are independent. Those are traits that are priceless. And yet, to the Girl Scouts of Colorado, their Girl Scouts do have a price, and that's $436,070. And to me, that is an outrage. I tell you that not to scare you. I tell you that because we have to recognize the challenges we face. The challenges we face are steep. And in order to get around those challenges, we either have to go over them, around them, or under them. And the only way that we can do that is together. And with the 2018 political season upon us, it will take treasure and money. Now for the next year, I will endeavor to do whatever I can to help move this organization and to assist victims and legislation that is beneficial to those victims. I would leave you with perhaps a funnier note, because everybody looks very grim. I'm sorry that Diana DeGette is here. I try to pass my time as a marketing person. Like on my free time, I like to think of marketing jingles. So here is a jingle for the 2020 presidential election. We must all join hands to defeat Mr. Small Hands. Oh, motion to adjourn. On that note. Yeah.